Are you okay?
Good morning, Claremont. It's Mr. Plant with the announcements for Thursday, the day before a long weekend. I'm coming to you today from this very scary cornfield. The students are off making Halloween videos for next week's announcements and for the TV show, so I'm doing the announcements today. 2 girls' rings were found after school yesterday, and they can be claimed at the office. A silver ladies' watch with a white face was left behind in the gym on Monday. If you found this watch, please help out your fellow student and bring it to the office. Attention grade 9s. Wednesday, November the 6th, is Take Your Our Kids to Work Day, and consent forms have been handed out in your Block 2 classes. If you're in a split class or did not receive a consent form and are interested in participating in this activity, please pick one up at the Career Center from Mrs. Pryor. The deadline for consent forms to be returned is next Wednesday, October the 30th. Do you want to help children all over the world? Of course you do. Please donate any spare change from now until Halloween into the UNICEF boxes found in all of your teachers' classrooms. Every little bit can add up to a lot. Congratulations and thank you to the following students who donated blood yesterday: Janelle Parker, Tamara Joe, Brooke Shepard, Jason Jorio, Anayat Dillon, Nav Bangu, Mateo Carter, and Paris Williams. Thank you for giving the gift of life. If you had your photos taken in September, but you have not yet received your photos or ID cards, please come to the office to pick them up. Congratulations to Taylor Montgomery Simpson, Taylor Montgomery Stinson, and Sarah Hall for being named Claremont Athletes of the Month for September. Read more about their accomplishments outside the main gym door and in the PE hallway. For anyone interested in playing boys basketball this year for either the junior or senior boys teams, there will be an open gym tonight, Thursday, at 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. Please contact Mr. Dunlop or Mr. Sunder if you are unable to attend. The junior boys soccer team are the 2013 city champions. Yesterday, they played their best game of the season and they beat Oak Bay, our rival, 1-0 in the city final. It was quite a battle and we were without 3 of our starters, including our captain, Liam McManaman. Garrett Marriott was outstanding in goal, and it's Gareth, sorry about that. For all international students, if you are interested in going to the Aquarium, Capilano Suspension Bridge, and Robson Street in Vancouver, get your permission form from Brenda. The last day to sign up is November the 6th. If you need a reminder about any of this information, the daily announcements are posted outside of the front office. Next week's going to be pretty fun. We've got a lot of Halloween events planned. Check the posters out around the school. It's going to be fun. And wear your costume next Thursday. That's the announcements for today. We'll see you next week. Stay classy.
The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all I can
Free run because, I like to let my emotions run free. That just brings a soothing sensation to my mind. Well, you see all these other free runners and they're doing all their fancy flips and stuff. Like, I tried a few times and I used to be able to, but then I just ate it one time, face to the ground. Wasn't too much fun, so, I just stuck to the basics.
on this beat, had to go and get it in.
How'd you get into free running?
I don't even know. When I tried to jump those 3 tables, kept psyching myself out, but the thing is, you just don't think about it. You're supposed to go, just not think, just clear your mind. Mostly free run because I think it's badass and it looks cool.
Pretty much the best. I'd say he's at the top of his league. He's probably the best at what he does. I think he's probably the only guy out there who does what he does.
Do you look up to him?
I look up to him. He's both a mentor and an idol to me.
Like a role model?
Like a role model.
I'm Micah, and I free run.
Love, calling overdose. Jay Holiday put you to bed, then I'm gonna leave.
Mr. Mark Neufeld is a social studies and IGS teacher here at Claremont Secondary. He's one of the founding leaders for Institute of Global Solutions, a course that equips students with tools and experiences to make a difference.
I have been here a long time, 21 years, but not straight. I had some other experiences teaching on a reservation for a couple years and doing some other different things. I was at Bayside, but mostly here.
And what is your opinion of the school?
I think it's getting better all the time. Students are awesome. And I think, students will come through if you give them the opportunity to. And so, there are a lot of students here who are ready to do that, and that's an exciting thing to be a part of.
He taught me grade 10 socials, and one of the things that I really appreciate about the teachers in IGS and Mr. Neufeld is that they treat us as though we're equals, and they genuinely really, really care. And I know a lot of people say oh, my teachers care about me, but it's really true. They care completely in your studies, in what you're learning about, and your opinions, and what you think about the issues that we're talking about, which is really great.
I think he's a fantastic teacher. He cares about all of his students, and he's really just trying to make the world a better place.
The project-based curriculum is designed to equip students with tools and experiences to address the unprecedented environmental and humanitarian challenges of the 21st century, from poverty reduction to food production and urbanization to sustainable energy.
I think it's awesome. It's very, innovative, and we get a chance to be treated as adults that we're getting treated as though we could make a difference when we become adults and when we reach the age that we go out into the actual world, and we're learning about all these important issues now, so that by the time we get out there, we're just gonna kill it.
2006, we decided that we needed to start to talk to kids about, things that are more important than, not more important, but different. We needed to talk to them about really big issues. And we started to do that as sort of a academic offering, a choice that kids had. And a few years ago, we got into the Institute for Global Solutions, realizing that if we did it in an interdisciplinary way, we actually gave them courses that they have to take and combined that and rolled it around really major issues so that kids could wrestle with those things, that we would be onto something really magical, and that seems to be what happened.
Reasons why I joined IGS, but one of the reasons was I'd been previously taught by Mr. Neufeld, and I knew that in his class I was 100% captivated and interested in the stuff that I was learning and excited about learning, and those are the types of classes that I enjoy. So I knew that by choosing IGS I would just have more of that twice a day.
So you enjoy being taught by Mr. Neufeld? You think he's...
Yeah, he as well as Mr. Mitchell and Mr. Gardner, they're all very excited about their work, and the stuff that they are teaching us is not something you'd usually have in a regular socials class. So to have the opportunity to be talking about politics in the way of having leaders come in and politics, what we can do to change it in the future is great.
Thank you, and keep up the good work, Mr. Neufeld.
Conrad Inches, a Claremont student, excels in academics, athletics, and fine arts.
So, Conrad, how many instruments do you play?
I play about 6 instruments. I play the piano, the trumpet, tuba, the saxophone, the flute, and the clarinet.
Okay, which of those is your favorite to play?
I think the trumpet is my favorite just because it's a loud instrument.
Okay. So you also run in marathons for fun as well.
Yep.
What is the most recent one you've done?
I did the Good Life Fitness Victoria Marathon just a couple days ago on October the 13th.
How well did you place in that?
I came 159th overall, and there were 2,000 marathon runners, and I came 4th for my age group.
So how long have you been running?
I started with cross country in grade 8, and then I've been doing cross country and track and field every year since.
And how long have you been playing instruments?
I started the piano when I was 5, and then I played the trumpet in grade 6, and then I've just kept
playing different instruments. All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Today I'm going inside Claremont to talk with Mr. Plant. So, Mr. Plant, why did you want to become a teacher?
I grew up wanting to be an actor, and after pursuing an acting career and then a directing career, I started to find out that I wasn't able to make a living at it, to be quite honest. And so I decided to look back in my life where I found myself really feeling fulfilled and satisfied, and I found that back in high school, being around other people and being around teachers who had a big impact on me was a time in my life I really enjoyed. So I thought, why don't I go back and become a high school teacher and share my love of theater with students? I also come from a family of teachers. Both my mom and dad were teachers.
How long have you been a teacher?
I have been a teacher since the year 2000, so I guess that's almost 13 years. Yikes, that's a long time.
What do you think about Mr. Plant?
I think that he's an awesome teacher and just a cool guy in general. He really cares about the film and TV program. He got us like a sweet camera that I don't think we can use, but... Oh, and new mics! He got us new Bluetooth mics, and they're really cool, and like there's one that plugs into your ear, and it's pretty awesome, so pretty pumped about that.
That's cool. Why do you teach film and TV?
I like to teach film and television because I think it represents an opportunity for students to both learn about an important media impact on their own lives, as well as to create videos that allow students an opportunity to express themselves and to gain the confidence of being both behind the camera and on camera. I also think it provides an opportunity for students to document things in their lives that they find important, and I'm very interested in students having the opportunity to be fully developed citizens who express themselves confidently.
What do you do in your spare time?
Well, spare time. I have to confess I'm so busy at work that when I'm not at work, I like to take it pretty easy. But if you were to ask what do I like to do, I love to play Scrabble online. I love to go to hockey games, both the Victoria Grizzlies and the Victoria Royals. I love to binge watch TV series all in a whole bunch at the same sitting. And I love to walk. I walk to school every day, and on the weekends I try and walk. I also have to admit I love going to Starbucks for a coffee.
Well, thanks for letting me interview.
My pleasure. Thanks for
Mr. Plant is a very dedicated teacher. He definitely knows what he's teaching, and I've developed a good relationship with him as teacher-student since I am in 4 of his classes. And so I spend a lot of time with him, and he has definitely taught me a lot. And he's funny and nice, and I hope to have him in later years as a teacher.
Good morning, Claremont. It's Mr. Plant with the announcements for Thursday, the day before a long weekend. I'm coming to you today from this very scary cornfield. The students are off making Halloween videos for next week's announcements and for the TV show, so I'm doing the announcements today. 2 girls' rings were found after school yesterday, and they can be claimed at the office. A silver lady's watch with a white face was left behind in the gym on Monday. If you found this watch, please help out your fellow student and bring it to the office. Attention grade 9s. Wednesday, November the 6th is Take Your Art Kids to Work Day, and consent forms have been handed out in your Block 2 classes. If you're in a split class or did not receive a consent form and are interested in participating in this activity, please pick one up at the Career Center from Mrs. Pryor. The deadline for consent forms to be returned is next Wednesday, October the 30th. Do you want to help children all over the world? Of course you do. Please donate any spare change from now until Halloween into the UNICEF boxes found in all of your teachers' classrooms. Every little bit can add up to a lot. Congratulations and thank you to the following students who donated blood yesterday. Janelle Parker, Tamara Joe, Brooke Shepard, Jason Jorio, Anayat Dillon, Nav Bangu, Mateo Carter, and Paris Williams. Thank you for giving the gift of life. If you had your photos taken in September, but you have not yet received your photos or ID cards, please come to the office to pick them up. Congratulations to Taylor Montgomery Simpson, strike that, Taylor Montgomery Stinson, and Sarah Hall for being named Claremont Athletes of the Month for September. Read more about their accomplishments outside the main gym door and in the PE hallway. For anyone interested in playing boys basketball this year for either the junior or senior boys teams, there will be an open gym tonight, Thursday, at 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. Please contact Mr. Dunlop or Mr. Sunder if you are unable to attend. The junior boys soccer team are the 2013 city champions. Yesterday, they played their best game of the season and they beat Oak Bay, our rival, 1-0 in the city final. It was quite a battle and we were without 3 of our starters, including our captain, Liam McManaman. Garrett Marriott was outstanding in goal, and it's Garrett, sorry about that. For all international students, if you are interested in going to the Aquarium, Capilano Suspension Bridge, and Robson Street in Vancouver, get your permission form from Brenda. The last day to sign up is November the 6th. If you need a reminder about any of this information, the daily announcements are posted outside of the front office. Next week's going to be pretty fun. We've got a lot of Halloween events planned. Check the posters out around the school. It's going to be fun. And wear your costume next Thursday. That's the announcements for today. We'll see you next week. Stay classy.
Hi there, my name is David Morin. I'm an educational assistant here at Claremont High, and in my other life, I'm a musician. I've been a musician now for about 35 years. I have started playing guitar in about 77, I think, and I've never looked back. I am currently in 2 bands. One of them is an original rock ensemble called Broken Arrow. We kind of do groove, funk stuff. And I'm in an African marimba band as well. I play guitar in the marimba band, and we do traditional Zimbabwean music. Yes, in 1989, I won a guitar contest called Guitar Wars. It was a contest held in all through Canada, and each province and each city had their own competitions, which eventually the winners played off against each other. I won number 1 out of Victoria, went to the BC finals and got 2nd, and I was given a guitar, not this one, but a different guitar, a Fender Stratocaster for my prize. And I still use that guitar today. My job here at Claremont is an educational assistant. This is my very first year at Claremont. I did 3 years prior to this out at North Saanich Middle School. This is my first year at high school, and I'm really, really enjoying it. My favorite part about being an educational assistant is simply working with the kids. You guys are great, very inspiring.
I just met David in September, and he is an awesome addition to the Claremont team. David came to us from North Saanich Middle School and is now working at Claremont Secondary as an educational assistant. He is a great person to have around. He's always smiling, he's always got lots of energy, and he's great to get to know. I think David is a perfect fit at Claremont. David is really good at getting to know lots of people. He's good at building relationships with people, both staff and students. And David has lots of interests that make him an interesting person to talk to. David plays in a band, and he plays lots of different music. He also is really good at some sports that he's been involved in as well.
I really enjoy working with David. I find him to be someone who's easy to get along with. He and I both have a similar approach to treating students respectfully and getting along well with students. And it doesn't hurt that David is also a fan of the Vancouver Canucks, which I am also a fan of the Canucks. So we get along pretty well. The film and TV class is a perfect fit for David because I know David enjoys the fine arts. David is in a rock and roll band that's very talented, and his interest in fine arts helps when he comes into the film and television world that we work in, because he's able to transfer his passion for other fine arts towards working with students and producing film and TV.
Hi, I'm Paris Williams, and what I like to do is I like to make a positive difference in the community because I believe everyone deserves a chance.
What do you think about Paris Williams?
He's a pretty cool guy.
He's a great guy. I like him. I think Paris is a really nice guy.
What I do in the community and throughout the school is I'm in Feed the Children, Best Buddies, and Student Government, and there are just clubs throughout the school that I like to participate. I've been doing it since grade 9, and I feel like it does make a difference because I know that the little things you do every day do make a difference, and those are just some of the hobbies that I like to pursue.
Skip down the hallway.
How you doing? La biblioteca.
What you want to do when you're rationalizing the denominator, you want to take a 4, you want to subtract it from 3, and you want to square root that. So when you're doing it here, the one mistake that you made here, you didn't want to carry the 3 over. So yeah, just try that there. Okay.
Chris is kind, compassionate. He gives up his time for others. He's willing to help all the students in the school, and I think he's an excellent leader.
Today I'm talking to Devin Wicks, who is very involved in the school and shaved his head a few weeks ago for Cops for Cancer. So Devin, why did you shave your head?
I shaved my head because Cops for Cancer is a very important cause to me. The Cops for Cancer riders chose my younger brother as a junior rider, which means he had a representative riding for him down the island while he was going through his cancer treatment. So it's a really important cause to me and my family.
Nice. So how much money did you raise?
Raised $684.
The school raised over $11,000 for Cops for Cancer, and Devin played a large role in helping raise $684 by encouraging his fellow classmates to donate for a good cause. Are you involved in any teams in Claremont?
Just CSI lacrosse.
Devin has played in the CSI lacrosse program for 4 years and has proved to be a strong and smart player who is a very good teammate. I talked to some people around the school to see what they had to say about it.
He's average.
No, Devin is a sweetheart and he did it for a good cause.
Did it for a good cause.
Props to him.
Props.
He looks so hot with no hair, and yeah.
Great guy, Devin Wicks. Known him for 8 years. Great teammate to have on all the sports teams I played on with him. I played box lacrosse, field lacrosse for many years with him. And good for him for shaving his head for Cops for Cancer. Shows what kind of guy he is.